I don't know. I never practiced doing an intro.
I like starting the episodes out with just like starting.
Yeah, like that. Like we just started right now. That's good.
Yeah. So Mumkey is not on the episode tonight. We actually haven't heard from him in about 2 weeks.
Not since we kicked him off, because he wanted to kick Rusty off, and I kind of played along with it, but the other stuff he wanted to do to Rusty I thought was way too far, so I told Rusty about it, and then we kicked Mumkey off instead.
So yeah, I mean, maybe he'll be on the show going forward, maybe not, but a lot of people have been asking, where's the new episode? Where's the new episode? I didn't realize people were always clamoring for a new episode of TrashRats.
Yeah, I didn't notice they were doing that either. Totally forgot. I didn't even realize it's been a week already, or 2 weeks or something already.
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't even.
But whatever, is that really so crazy just to have 2 weeks in between a podcast? Like, I know people do podcasts every day or a few times a week, but I imagine the quality has to be so low at that point.
Yeah, well, because we always record like 8 hours of podcast and then whittle it down to the best like 1 hour.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine doing that every single day.
Every single day. I mean, when would you have time to eat and go to sleep?
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm not gonna lie. I've smoking a little bit of weed, so I'm kind of like in this like lethargic malaise. Maybe I'm still feeling the tryptophan from the turkey from Thanksgiving, but
are you drinking again or?
Oh yeah, I'm drinking again. But
so you're drunk now
too?
That
much. No, I haven't drank that much tonight.
Just do everything at the same time.
yeah, might as well.
Well,
I'm kind of. Why?
For the kids that are listening.
Well, you can't say that I may have smoked pot and drank at the same time.
No. I was saying because I said they should do them all at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't do that. I mean, kids who are listening.
Yeah, whatever. Something like that. Yeah. So you want me to...
Well...
You want to get into this news?
Yeah, in a second. I was thinking... I was listening to the episode that you did with Mumkey that I wasn't on about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That seemed harsh.
What do you mean?
Well, it seemed like... Is it difficult just having two people on a podcast? I mean, you really just have to have a lot of shit to talk about, but like it seemed kind of something about the formula of three people makes it work, because like a third person can always interject into a conversation when it feels like it's dying, or give that, mediator perspective. But not that you guys were even arguing. I mean, what'd you even talk about? It seemed like you were just doing buzz quiz.
Oh, well, yeah, the first half.
Quizzes.
First half, and then I did an update for the election.
Oh, okay. Are we going to get another update today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
It's some weird shit going on.
All right, sweet.
But I have a bunch of news articles also whenever we're ready.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, so look, I didn't really want to read too much into these, but so I was thinking this, it's funny because I saw this news article, mother arrested, suspect kept son imprisoned for 28 years since he was 12 years old. And I was thinking like, yeah, that's not that crazy though, right? Like I'm so used to all the crazy news articles. It's like, no, I've seen crazier. I could find a crazier one.
Wait. No, mother arrested for keeping her son in prison for 20.
Yeah, like locked him in the basement or some shit since he was 12.
28 years?
For 28 years, so I assume he's 40 now.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That is an insane amount of time for a mother to keep someone locked away. I mean, obviously, first off, it's illegal, but
you know how fake news is. She probably just didn't let him move out and get his own place.
I don't know, man. I remember when I was younger, like this episode of Oprah that I watched stuck with me for so long, and I actually might have even talked about it on this program that we're on now. But it was this Oprah episode where this kid had, from like the age of 4 or something, he was kept in a closet in his mom's, like in a basement closet. And he had an abusive mom and an abusive stepdad. And they would like wrap him up in a fence and just keep him in a closet. And they would like pee on him, and he'd have to eat. They'd starve him and shit like that. There's some sick shit when it comes to like keeping kids in basements, like locked away, because you probably keep them for some sort of child support, or claim them as a dependent. But like, or some weird thing where you're just telling them complete lies about the outside world. Like, oh, my boy, you can't leave. You can't go outside.
Biden.
President. Donald Trump has not won a second term. You can't leave. Oh, mother, I am so terrified. Yes, and the bombs are dropping and everyone's eating each other and they're very cruel and Satan has come out of hell. Like shit like that. Like that. How do you keep a kid? He
Yeah,
must have been fat.
I
My
don't
guess is
know.
that he was very fat.
No.
Is there any detail on it?
Probably. Oh yeah, he was 40. Discovery was made on Sunday evening by a relative. Like the relative has never been there before.
No one's ever
Like,
visited before.
you mean you've been locked up down here this whole time?
Yeah, I thought I told you all about 4 Thanksgivings ago.
He was malnourished, sore, and had a substandard language.
Okay,
Wow.
so she's only taught him a few select words,
Yeah.
enough for him to communicate with her, but not. He probably has no idea where he is, like no state or town or anything.
He probably doesn't understand that there's outside.
Yeah, that there's outside. Like how the fuck can you? Is he retarded? I mean, does it say anything like that?
Yeah. If you're not educated as a toddler or infant, you're going to grow up to be a caveman.
Yeah, but like, I mean, it wouldn't actually make you like mentally retarded. You'd be very ignorant about.
Well, no,
a lot of
the critical thinking skills that you would have developed by being forced to critically think as a child, you wouldn't have. So I wouldn't be surprised if this 40-year-old dude had trouble putting the star-shaped block into the star-shaped hole. Like,
right, because that could cause everyone to die or
Wait,
whatever
wait,
the
what?
mother told him.
oh no,
Well,
no. I'm just saying, like, I don't think he. It's possible he doesn't even have the cognitive abilities to know that a circle block can fit through a circle hole. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's something you need to be taught. I'm pretty sure that's something that you would have instinctually ingrained into you, or else we'd be really fucking dumb without.
I don't know, man.
So, but also he was 12. So why was he 12
when he was
before
locked-
this started?
when he started going through puberty, maybe.
What article is this?
It's Nord News. It's just some random.
Is there no more information on it?
No, yeah, that's pretty much it. It just says like, Stockholm. Wait, a woman in Stockholm is said to have been arrested for keeping her son in prison for 28 years since he was 12 years old.
God.
This is stated by Expressen and Aftonbladet. But it's funny.
And she's in Stockholm. Yeah,
yeah,
right.
Stockholm syndrome.
Did you love her? Stockholm syndrome, of course, is when you're Swedish and
and you lock your kid in the basement.
you lock your kid in a basement. It's very popular over there.
Well, yeah. I
Well,
don't know.
I don't know. All right, so shit like that just freaks me out. Like in the Oprah case, the kid, he had a sister that was younger than him, and so for about 7 years he was in this like kept in a closet, wrapped up in fence and just being abused. While the sister they had in the above house where they would feed her and she had her own room, and she eventually ran away and told like a neighbor who was a cop or some shit, and so they rescued him. So Oprah has him back on. Like it's like 3 years after he escaped. I think he got away when he was 12, and so now he's 16, and Oprah gets him on the show, and she's just playing like all the tape recordings of him whenever he was talking to the cops, directly after they found him. Like, oh, did they feed you? No, they didn't feed me much. Did they ever abuse you? Yes, they did. So he's telling his harrowing story right after being rescued. And then Oprah's playing it back on her show, and she's like, do you remember that? Do you remember that? How did that feel whenever you first got away? How did it feel being kept in a basement, having to eat paint chips off the wall because you were starving so much?
Is that what he was doing?
Yeah, that's one of the things.
I don't know if that'll give you any sustenance.
I don't think he had any choice. I'm pretty sure he was starving like to insanity.
I think it's better to starve than eat paint chips.
Well, a nourished mind would probably say
eating
that.
shoes would actually be better. Maybe even paper.
I don't think he had shoes. Yeah, eating shoes would be better.
Well, I just mean like
the leather,
like some sort of leather or something.
Isn't that crazy? People actually do eat shoes unironically, like in starving situations, because there is something just in the leather. I don't know if the body actually properly digests it, but I've heard of that happening a lot.
Isn't it just like skin?
Yeah, it's just cured leather, so yeah, it's got something buried deep in it. I don't know. That's terrifying to me. One thing I'm really glad for is that I'm no longer a kid, because like the chances of me just being pulled into a van or something, or some older kids who are just sadistic want to like grab my hand and lead me out of a mall and then beat me with rocks or something down by a ravine.
Is that what used to happen to you?
No, that's what happened to this one kid. I think it was in England. It was like a famous case where there's two like 10-year-olds, maybe 12-year-olds, something like that, and they were just in a mall, and they find like a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old, and they just grab his hands. They just walk him out of the mall.
Oh, yeah,
no
I
one
heard
thinks
that.
anything. Yeah, and they bring him down to a ravine, and they just throw like fucking rocks at him and just beat him to death. Like kids are fucking evil, but also they're huge victims. Like, that's how easy it was to just be kidnapped, and so many kids get kidnapped every year. It's insane and terrifying.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Is there anything else in the news?
Yeah, this is okay. So this other one, this one's pretty. It's pretty like kind of obvious, but if people haven't been paying attention to the world and like technology, they might be caught off guard. But China has done human testing to create biologically enhanced super soldiers, says top U.S. official. So that's the story.
Who's this story by?
It's on NBC News.
Okay, I trust.
Oh yeah, so it's like it's from Airplane Enthusiast Weekly Report, like some weird news blog. Like that doesn't count.
Okay.
No, but no, I'm kidding. This is from NBC News. So basically, U.S. intelligence agencies didn't immediately respond to requests for comment about whether China seeks super soldiers like those in such films as Captain America. But like what I was gonna say is, when
Can you imagine the U.S. Secret government like having to respond to NBC calling them up? Like NBC's like, "Well, do you have any remarks about China wanting to use super soldiers just like in Captain America?" And they're going, "We just who the fuck is this? We have no time for this."
Yeah. Meanwhile, yeah. But my point is when the sheep was first cloned in the 90s, there was like a whole like religious ban on cloning humans and like doing experiments on humans.
Yeah, I remember that.
But I guarantee you, any country that's not stupid is secretly doing human testing.
Well, wasn't there a big thing? Didn't a doctor go missing a while back because he revealed that China had done genetic like things that broke the worldwide pact that everyone made about like genetically modifying humans before they're born?
Yeah, some doctor modified some twins for something. I can't remember.
Yeah, and the twins are missing.
They
so
are?
There's like some. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they went missing. I'll look this up, but the twins went missing. So there's like super twins in the world. Genetic.
Oh, right, because we don't know what they did to them.
Right. Yeah. So they got caught or they were hustled out. Yeah. So these are China's. This is from Technology Review. I don't know what the fuck that is. MIT, blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is MIT's Technology Review. China's CRISPR twins might have had their brains inadvertently enhanced. It seems a little bit clickbaity.
What is it saying? They're super geniuses.
Yeah, the brains of two genetically edited girls born in China last year may have been changed in ways that enhances cognition and memory, scientists say. No link. The twins called Lulu and Nana. That's Nana. That's what I named my grandmother. Reportedly had their genes modified before birth by a Chinese scientific team using the new editing tool CRISPR. The goal was to make the girls immune to infections like HIV and AIDS.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Don't
make them immune to HIV.
Don't share needles.
But that's like I don't know. I feel like maybe that's how a scientist would do it, where he like does a small modification where like, okay, they can't get HIV. That's weird though. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, that seems like that's the only way they could get away with doing this DNA modification.
No, I think that's just what they report. Like,
right?
Because like
right.
with my previous point, like guaranteed they're doing human testing unless they want another country to do it and become better than them. You know, it's like
kind of like throwing the idea out there and
if everyone
saying,
agreed
hey,
not to go to space, if all the countries was like, all right, fine, it's unethical to fly to outer space. You know, it's like, okay, well, last one there is a rotten egg though. So
yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I don't think there was anything like that with space, but yeah, this is like something that people,
like
especially scientists, know. We almost have to cross this barrier in order to advance the entire science itself.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the whole unethicalness about it came from Chinese propaganda so that they could get a head start.
Oh shit, man!
That's
I
what
didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's kind of stuff they do because they want to be powerful. Every country wants to be the most powerful.
Right. So they bring it up and they say this is crazy. It's not for man to play God. Once we start going down this road, genetic testing before birth, we'll have a dystopian society where only those in power get to decide the genetic coding of all civilization going forward.
I mean,
and will they be equipped with the self-control or even the scientific know-how to see their plan through?
Hey, no, could you imagine if they did genetically modify humans to be superior to us by at least twice as much? Like, like they were twice as intelligent as us. They were twice as, their memory work. They were twice as athletic. Like, say they were twice as better than us. We're basically, animals to them.
What effect would that have on would they be more compassionate or more aggressive and domineering?
I guess that would be dependent on their genetics and how
like
would
they be more empathetic? Like, the smarter you are, does that make you more empathetic or less?
Well,
I think it'd make you more.
No, I think what comes down to is some people like dogs, some people don't. And that's how they're going to think of us.
Oh, right, because they're already in a society that essentially values human life very little.
Well, no, but I mean, like, if they're in a group of people, of humans that are all on their level, we're basically like if their IQ is twice as much as ours and our IQ is 110, it's like someone with a 55 IQ to us. Like, what was it?
Like
Forrest Gump had a 70
Eastern
IQ.
Yeah, he wasn't even technically mentally retarded.
Yeah, he was actually a genius.
Well, no, I mean, he was right over the barrier, so he was just
he had a 70.
Guy.
Yeah, he was like a 70 IQ, kind of dumb, but not incapable of taking care of himself. But I'm like, so a 55 IQ, which reminds me, that's what I got on my test.
A 55?
Yeah, I took an IQ test.
I believe that actually technically makes you a moron.
Mentally retarded, supposedly.
Do you know that about like moron and idiot? Those are actual
scientific terms.
They're yeah, they are. They're scientific terms. An imbecile, for instance, is someone who. All right, so an idiot is a person who has an IQ between 0 and 25. That's an idiot. Like, that's the dumbest person in the world.
You're actually
this is
qualifying
real.
them.
The word arises from the Latin word imbecilus, which means weak-minded. This is imbecile I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I actually did a video on this where I had to like read up on why we can't say retarded, but we use the words like idiot and moron and imbecile all the fucking. I mean, you know how often people say imbecile.
Yeah, those are so long gone from our language that they're now kids' insults.
Yeah, it's like calling someone lame or calling anything lame. It's created a new thing. You just call someone an idiot because they're dumb. You're not calling them that because you're pointing out that their IQ is between 0 and 25.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of are.
No, I think you're a moron because it's from 25 to 40.
No. Moron is 51 to 70. So moron is right below, is in the retarded. You're no matter what you are, you're retarded. Because retarded is below 70. So, but you could be a retarded moron or a retarded idiot. Or even a stupid retard.
And if you have a team full of idiots and morons, you want one of the morons to be the team leader.
Yeah, you do, because they're the smartest of the bunch. So, I mean, that kind of is playing into what we're saying. I mean,
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, we'll be like
Asians
dogs to them.
have technically higher IQs than,
not
say...
from maybe from genetic engineering, but also because Asian culture teaches their children as like from the earliest possible age. Like when they're like 1 month old, they're teaching them math. As hard as it is, you teach them math.
The Jews do that. Like, it's really, really localized, kind of privatized schools where they make sure that you have a super vast education. And
they like teach you accounting when you're still a baby.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, good math skills in multiple languages.
Yeah, but because that's the biggest factor on human intelligence. You could be like Forrest Gump could raise a genius if he kept making them learn.
There'd be a situation Yeah, there'd be a situation like that movie I Am Sam, where the girl gets smarter than
because she's
her father.
forced to in order to take care of her
She
father.
has to,
That would be a real situation.
She aged over him.
Because she has to, be the adult. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
well, yeah, I guess that would make you smarter because then you have to be more adaptable.
You have to know when to put the check in the mailbox and shit like that.
Right.
So yeah, but
have you seen that movie?
What? I Am Sam.
Yeah,
I remember it.
There's the greatest scene where the movie's kind of self-pretentious, whatever. It's pretentious and like really just
over dramatic.
Who's the actor again?
Sean Penn.
Sean Penn just like whipping his dick out, like I can play a mentally retarded person. Yeah, but there's this scene where he's running down the hall, and I guarantee it's not scripted. He fucking slips. He's like trying to jump down these stairs in like a school because he's running to save his daughter from some court meeting, and his foot slips, and he like drops down about 4 stairs and lands directly on his face. And then gets back up and keeps running like the scene's still going. He probably could have broken his jaw. I gotta see if I can find this because it was fucking hilarious.
And they kept it in the movie.
Yeah,
it's weird because
it's just like so funny. It's slapstick.
No, but it's like because he accidentally fell, they were like, "Oh, awesome, that was real."
Just like a dumb person.
Yeah, but it's like but my point is like when you're recording a scene and you get like that rare instance, like holy shit. That was reality we just filmed. Like he actually fell down the stairs. It doesn't mean put it in because this isn't the best time in the movie for him to fall down the stairs.
This is
it doesn't add to the scene.
It really doesn't. It makes me laugh in a moment where it's supposed to be like sincere. And so even if this is written in, I guess I can just put this clip. Let me timestamp it so viewers can watch what we're watching. I posted it in the chat.
Oh shit!
Like, what do you think? Was that fake?
I have no idea. She did run up right afterward.
Did she?
Yeah, you saw how she ran. No, dude, his feet were sliding.
Yeah, like it's
what the fuck?
he trips over his foot. He drops like 5 feet and just thank God whatever he's holding like a package. If he didn't have that, he probably would have cracked his chin open.
Yeah, wait. You see both of his feet as they touch the ground, they slide. They keep sliding. He had way too much momentum.
He goes, "Oh shoot," because he doesn't want to say shit and ruin the scene. So he's like, "Oh, I'll play it along." What would a Sam say? Oh, that's fucking great.
He stayed in character and everything, and it wasn't a horrible fall. But yeah,
there's another one.
It's no way that was on purpose.
There's another one. Have you seen? Who's the guy who died of heroin? He was like a great actor.
Heath Ledger?
No, he had 3 names. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh.
Have you seen? So Philip Seymour Hoffman's in a movie that they also kept in where he's like works at some used
Photoshop.
It's like a local commercial.
Oh.
And he's playing guitar on the ceiling of this place, and he jumps onto this van that has mattresses, and then he falls off the van, like he bounces on the mattresses. And he's supposed to stay there.
Oh yeah.
But he bounces off and he drops like 8 feet onto his face, holding an electric guitar, and it's awesome.
And it breaks the guitar?
No, but it was also one of the things where they gave him just enough time to be in pain, so they got the shot. Because there's nothing that ruins these worse than like the camera getting shaky and going, "Oh my god, dude." Or someone running out too soon. Philip Seymour Hoffman falls off mattress. Okay.
Was he like a heroin addict or something?
You didn't know? Yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman that's how he died. He was a very serious heroin addict. So he was a brilliant actor and probably he's up there in like one of my favorite actors.
So it was like he got addicted to pain pills or something after going to the doctor or some shit.
I watched a video or something like an interview with, no, I guess he was pretty secretive about it, I think is what it was. He was a family man, but I don't know. Over the years, somehow it usually does go from like pain pills to heroin. But when they found him in his apartment, he had like a shitload of heroin. Because like, here's the thing. When you see pathetic heroin addicts, I mean, they're all pathetic.
Yeah, they're all poor.
Yeah, they're all poor, but if you're Philip Seymour Hoffman, you're still able to work.
Yeah, just pack the cabinets.
Yeah. Essentially. So he had like, this is what like Artie Lang's like, the comedian who used to be the third chair on Howard Stern's show. He wrote 3 books about his on and off heroin addiction, and it's just like, it's crazy. They have the money, but you still go through, you're going to absolute rock bottom, but you still have like the clout in celebrity culture to, have like a product or a project that you want to get done, make you another $1 million, and then you can just spend it all on heroin again. So yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman was one of those guys, and right around 40. Okay, I'll post this clip.
Hey, this is Dean Trumbull for the Mattress Man. Give me a call at 370-0466. For limited time only, D&D Mattress has queen mattress sets for $99 and king sets for $129.
Shit! Man, you alright?
Oh, yeah.
Shit, man, you okay?
I was afraid it was going to happen. I was afraid it was going to happen with that goddamn thing.
You alright? Sure you okay?
No, I'm fine.
Did you try your arm and stuff?
He's alright.
I'm
He's wearing leather.
Fucked up my guitar, though.
Check.
You get it on film?
Yeah, we got it.
But this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed, if you get hurt while the camera's on, and it doesn't look like your head got cut off or something, just give it an extra 2 seconds.
0466.
All right, this is a little longer one.
This is a commercial?
Yeah.
Mattress sets for $99 and king sets for $129.
Shit. That's how you make a viral video, though.
Oh yeah, he's about to fall. Wait. Yeah, holy shit, man. That is a fucking drop. And they do run out. So the people do run out and say
Yeah.
like, "Oh, are you okay?" But they're already dressed like they're off camera
Oh, man.
IRL. I don't know what movie that's from. But
Is it from
it's
a
like
movie?
fake, yeah, it's like a fake commercial that was in a movie.
Oh,
that might be
okay.
from Along Came Polly or some shit. No, I don't know.
So this is fake, right?
Punch Drunk Love.
I thought you were saying he was like doing a commercial in the 80s or something.
No. It is real. Apparently, the scene is actually real. Like he's pretending to be a character.
He wasn't
who's
supposed to
doing
fall
the
off
local
it. Yeah, because
commercial.
that's dangerous. No one would be like, and in this scene, he bounces on the mattress and falls on his face on the concrete.
And has no hands to protect himself.
Yeah, and
I gotta see this again.
And
That's
breaks the guitar. Oh yeah, and you can tell he's upset. He's like, "Fuck, man."
Shit.
I like chipped a piece of my hip bone when I was.
You did?
Yeah, when I was younger, skateboarding. I was on a half pipe and I got air and I lost control and fell straight down onto my hip. Like I had like a huge swollen welt. And then
how long was it before you knew that it was actually chipped?
Like after it healed, like 6 months later, I can feel like it's messed up in there.
I got lucky, man. Skateboarding, I kind of quit because I was like, I fear freak accidents and things like that, and skateboarding is just full of them. But I never broke a bone skateboarding, and I was pretty good. I never really did like huge shit. I wasn't trying to jump down anything over like 6 stairs. But getting a credit carded, you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, like say you're trying to do like a hard flip or
Yeah.
something, the board goes up
Yeah, I don't
under
like
your
that either.
legs, and if you land, the board jams right up your asshole or hits you in the fucking nutsack and can cut your nuts open.
That's right. Like I don't really like. My brother was always into like street skating with like flip tricks and shit, and I'm more into like half pipes because I don't like doing a kickflip. That's not fun to me. Like,
True, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
pumping down a half pipe and then flying like you're actually weightless, in the air. That's fun to me.
It really is a different type, almost an entirely different sport. It seems like because they're so different from each other. Like you can have Tony Hawk.
They're cousins. Where like you do need to know how to do a kickflip in both versions. Or
it's like
you could
surfing
learn how.
and paraboarding or something, where you're still on the ocean on a board, but now you're holding on to a kite. Or is that what's called kiteboarding? I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's like parachute.
Yeah,
boarding
one of
or
those
something.
things.
Yeah,
They're
it's like a
close
kite.
enough. They take similar physics.
That doesn't seem fun. I do want to do that, but how do you even control
Man,
which
I was
direction
too afraid.
you go?
I was too afraid to do any vert skating because like dropping. I mean, not I would do like half pipe shit or not half pipe, but mini ramp shit where it's like 6 feet under. But if it went straight down, that's terrifying.
No, because you just fall straight into it. It's like you're it's like if you were riding up a quarter pipe, except gravity was pulling you towards the quarter pipe. You know, as long as you don't think of it as a wall that you're going down, think of it as the
this
way
is just the other part
physics
of
will
going
put
back
you.
down.
This will be the ground if you lean into it. You know.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and it's the biggest thing. Like when people drop in, when they first drop in, they're always afraid, so they lean back too much, which makes them fall. But if you're
Or
not
too
afraid,
forward, and then they just drop 20 feet directly onto their shoulder.
I guess. But I always felt like it was hard to lean too forward because you already have to like really go in there to be.
True, you got to push your weight into it.
Yeah, like I don't know. I never went too far forward. I'm pretty sure I always went too far back.
I think the highest, it wasn't pure vert though. I've dropped into pure vert, but it was pure vert being a full 90-degree angles. So it goes straight up. So I had a half pipe in my yard when I was younger, but I built it wrong. So I built it to go full vert, but I just downsized it.
So it was tiny and the board couldn't fit?
It was 5 feet. Yeah, it just barely fit. So it was like 5 feet high, and it went from like straight vertical into horizontal.
Yeah.
So it was just
you kind of
ridiculous.
have
It
to
was a
like
pain in the
ollie
ass.
onto the coping.
Right.
Or
And
it's like-
you couldn't do anything. You couldn't get air from it.
Well, each half pipe is like unique, you know, which is crazy. Like you'll go to one park and you'll be like, oh wow, this one is, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but this one's like this. And you go to another one and it's like different, and like there are things you like about one and not the other, you know.
Right.
Like this one's too bumpy. I can feel it like bumps on my wheels when I'm rolling on this one, but this one's bigger, you know, or this one's smaller.
So were you getting air and shit?
Yeah. I remember there was a metal half pipe by my house when I was younger.
True. I bet that was hot.
It was weird. I mean, it was like the paint was all like old and like chipped off of it, so you could see like the, I don't know, layers of paint on it for some reason, kind of thing. But it was like metal, like back when they used to have metal playgrounds and shit.
No,
Like-
I mean,
like that kind of metal?
I grew up in Florida, and all our playgrounds are metal, and I went to a few metal skate parks, and they're not fun.
I don't know. Yeah, but I know all the different minis were like different.
Yeah, they all had their own
experiences, yeah.
nuances of how to skate them.
I remember
True,
like
I want to build one in my yard, but I'm afraid that I will, and then I'll never skate on it.
yeah, it's well, I mean like how yeah, I don't know. I think if I had one, I would skate on it.
I mean, I probably would a little bit. I
Maybe
don't know,
like
sometimes I just
every
get
morning
lazy.
for like workout, like just do like an hour on the
right,
mini.
right. That
It'd be
shit
more
was
fun than doing some other dumb shit, like
walking. or-
squats and shit in front of a mirror with
essentially it is
weights.
squats. It's like the ultimate.
Well, I know, but it's like,
exercise.
but it's not about that though. It's like if you could fly, you know. It's like, do you want to go work out like and fly around? Like, well, fuck yeah.
Do you think that's
know?
what would it be like if humans could fly? We probably wouldn't.
Yeah, right. We'd be too lazy. Like, oh fuck, I'm too fat to fly.
Yeah, right. There'd be people that were too fat to fly. Like their wings.
Yeah.
If people had wings and they could fly with them and they were on their back, their wings would probably be so weak.
be like
and
running.
it's like, oh shit.
Some people,
yeah,
some
right,
people can't
right.
run.
You can only fly for maybe 20 feet up and 50 feet.
But then
over
there'd be
before
like
you're panting.
Olympic flyers, you know,
who are really fucking good
speed
at flying.
speed flyers,
Yeah, and like orchestrated
sports.
aerobatics.
It'd be
or
like
whatever.
Quidditch type sport games where like athletes are flying through the air.
And then just some fat guy at his house just drinking and eating unhealthy and just going, I used to be able to fly really good. I was good. I hurt my wing though, and it never recovered. And then you're
yeah,
just
a
a
lot-
guy who has wings and you don't fly.
A lot of war veterans coming back with their wings broken,
Oh, that's so sad. Is that
Stuck
what
on
our
the
legs
ground.
are?
stuck on the ground. Right, kind of.
Like for a majority of people, not a majority of people, but like a majority of I I don't know
Like
what
people take their
percentage.
legs
Just
for granted. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, people take their legs for granted, and they're just stuck inside their house. And it's like, damn, I really don't. I don't run or do like I should be doing crazy like front flips and front handsprings every single
All
day.
right. Yeah, we're primates. What's wrong with us? We should be
Yeah.
swinging from trees and shit. Like with,
I mean, I guess
with
if we have
no
any
fear,
listeners that-
you know, like just swinging from branch to branch, like hanging on by one hand, like "What's up, guys?" You know,
That shit would be fun though.
hanging out in trees when you're younger. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah,
someone did
right.
it. If you had like a big enough tree in your neighborhood. I mean, I guess
mean-
when I was a kid, we used to hang out in trees.
Yeah, all the time. I don't know
Go
if that's
climb up
like
and do drugs in them and stuff.
you could live in a tree. I never fell out of a tree or anything, but we still have that instinct to crawl around like monkeys. I don't think it benefits humans in any way, but that's innately in our brains to want to learn how to do that at a certain age. Just because that's we share the same brains as our primate.
Yeah, I don't know if
You know,
I don't know if
cousins.
I think humans lost the will to swing from trees.
Well, sure, to a degree. I don't know if we even lost it, but we built onto that brain, and it's like it changes how we use it. But like, you know, kids still want to run around. There's still play, but I guess we are definitely like kids are more land-based play rather than trees and heights.
Yeah, but some kids can climb trees. But yeah, I remember when I was younger, we used to go to the park, and then we would climb in the tree that had like all the leaves around us, and that's where we would like hang out and do teenager shit.
Yeah,
like yeah, I mean, like fucking shit, calling each other Jews.
oh my god,
Oh,
Glad you
don't say
didn't
that word. Oh
record
my
it and-
god.
we love the Jews on this program.
No, I'm not saying we said anything wrong about Jews. We were just calling each other Jews. There's nothing wrong with being a Jew. I'm just saying that was the game we
Right.
were playing. Yeah, we were trying to.
That sounds like a
the
fun game.
The game was called Guess the Jew, and then we would try guessing which one of our friends was Jews.
That's a fun game.
Yeah.
So and it's if Judaism, if being Jewish in this context is a good thing, then that's a very beneficial and wholesome game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you'll say, "Oh, this person's probably a Jew," and to go,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, really? You think so? Oh, thanks, man."
And whoever the Jew was, we would take it from them, and they wouldn't get any more.
You take it from them.
The
Take
drugs.
take their drugs from them. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Jews don't do drugs. That's the rule.
Oh man, I used
Because
to
they're
love being a
wholesome,
Jew.
you know. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know if Jews do drugs. Don't ask me. I'm not. I have no idea. I'm not an expert.
All right, listen. All I'm gonna say is that I used to live with this guy when I was 19. We had a house that we let like 10 people live in, and this guy was a drug dealer, and his name was Josh. Well, what the fuck was I about to say his name for? It doesn't matter.
You forgot his name?
No, I'm just not gonna say it on a podcast.
Oh yeah. I was like, wait, yeah, that's not even relevant information.
No, it really isn't. Anyway, he was Jewish, and he would constantly like miss his. He'd get in trouble for something like having drugs because I think he would sell
really?
drugs, and then he would miss his court date, and then
Is that against
the
their
show up to
religion?
our house. No, it's just because he was addicted to weed. He was
Oh.
high nonstop and
Wait.
was like.
So he went to court, you said, or he missed his court date?
Yeah, he'd go to jail every once in a while and then get bailed out by his rich uncle or something who was a lawyer, or he'd call up people who attended his bar mitzvah, and then he would just ask them for money to bail him out of jail. But there was twice where I would get a knock on the door. It's like 8 a.m, and I'm really tired. I open the door, and it's just police with their guns drawn, like pointing into my room. I'm like, and they're like, "Is so and so here?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I just woke up." They'd search my room. I don't
just
know
don't-
if they had a warrant. I don't think I told them to come inside.
Yeah, if the cops did they come inside? I'm sure they did.
They probably did. It might have actually been my fault because I was like fucking half asleep.
You should
and
never
didn't
answer the door
realize.
for cops.
Well, I didn't know it was cops, and I was like, who
Well,
would be
don't
knocking
open
on
your
my
door in the middle of the night.
Huh?
Don't open your door in the middle. Was it at night or was it in the day?
No, it was really early in the morning.
Oh,
So
yeah. I guess that's when they like to do it. Right when you wake up, so you're all out of it.
Yeah, and so they might have got me, and I feel like an asshole if they did, but I guess they probably did if they got inside the house because they were like searching my room and
Your room?
Like-
That sucks.
yeah, because my room was like separated from the rest of the house.
Yeah.
So,
Like his room,
God.
or like if you were renting the room to him, that they would go through your stuff.
I was renting the room from him, so really like I couldn't complain too much
Yeah.
because he wouldn't charge most of the people there because his parents
Yeah.
essentially just paid for the rent.
Oh,
So
wow.
like whenever shit like this would happen, you just go, all right, well I am living here for a very highly reduced price.
Yeah.
So, who am I to complain? We end up getting evicted like 6 months into living there.
So-
Oh, man, this motherfucker. Here's why we get evicted. First off, this big Puerto Rican kid that went to our school, we had a sliding glass door in the living room. He walked directly into it on accident because he was drunk, and the entire thing shatters. So now there's a big gaping hole in our living room, and the guy who was renting the house that we were all renting from him, he just keeps running the AC like normal, doesn't bother getting it fixed. So the electric bill is going up like fucking ridiculous amounts.
Because he was like some dumb teenager.
Yeah, meanwhile, there's like a hose on. I think they had a leak that was just constantly running. So like the water bill and electric bill was in the thousands and they just never paid it. And so then they all just move out. And like they didn't even tell me whenever they were moving out. So I think I was the last person in the house. I was like, oh shit, we're getting evicted.
So you had to
like,
pay the
if
bill?
anything you leave behind is going to get absorbed or taken and thrown away or resold.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a good fun time. You got to do shit like that when you're
Yeah.
young.
It sounds like living in squalor.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
that.
Yeah, right. No, for sure. Like we didn't have electricity for probably about 2 weeks out of every month that we were there,
I remember in
just
like
because the electric bill wouldn't get paid.
when I was like 18 or something, I lived in my friend's girlfriend's basement with like 10 other people. not really like lived in the basement though. It was like I didn't
like
have
a
my
compound?
I didn't have my own place, and all of our friends hung out in this house. So
Oh, okay.
and nobody cared if you slept there. So like if
That's
I if I was out
same
doing
situation.
stuff, yeah, I would go to their house and then just sleep if I had nowhere to go. And
No,
so
I
it
would
was kinda
wake
like-
up. There'd be 3 more people living at the house, like someone just sleeping on a beanbag outside of my room. I'm like, all right, well, I guess that's their room now.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It was shitty, and it wasn't. I don't know, because back then China wasn't trying to take over our government and our culture, so it was a lot cooler.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
That's when
yeah.
we didn't care about anything. Everything was fun.
Yeah. Nobody cared if you were gay. Like
Yeah, no one gave a shit.
now, it's like
You have to care
yeah,
about.
you have to be gay now, or you're a piece of shit. I feel like that's what it is now. It's like it went
the new rule.
It went too far. It went from no one caring to now it's like if you're not gay, then you're part of the problem. You know. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess in a sense, it does seem like it's.
I don't think that's
kind
the real mentality. It's not. But that's
I
like,
don't think
that's
so
like the
either.
propaganda mentality they're trying to push on people.
of, right.
Like super woke. Yeah. I want to.
Well, the insane fringe.
What
What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say I got a couple more news articles I wanted to get in.
Oh yeah, sure.
This one is.
We are kind of rambling, aren't we?
Yeah. This one is from. I don't even. North Carolina, I suppose. It says Messina's mayor's arrest connected to investigation of drug sales and possession. So supposedly, this town, their mayor was arrested for possession of crack cocaine and tampering with evidence, and he's being
How do you
investigated.
spell that?
Massena, Mayor Tim Currier.
Okay.
He says he investigated as part of a case involving drug sales and possession. So he's like part of like some crime ring or something.
Dude, isn't that fucking crazy? This happens so often.
Or
where-
maybe he's just a crackhead. I don't know.
Sure, if he's just a crackhead, whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and like blame him because he fucking does crack or whatever. But like, if he's roughly 1/3 of a mile through the village, officer said they observed Courier throwing about 1 gram of crack cocaine out his path. Okay, so
Oh, yeah,
this
he was
is
just
just
a
the mayor who
doer.
does crack.
Yeah. He's just a doer. He just likes to have
Oh
a good time.
shit! Did you see that one? Fuck! It was like a foreign anti-gay political leader who got caught jumping out of a window of a 25
Yeah, I
man
saw
gay
uh-huh,
orgy.
Yeah. So that's like with all the fake news and propaganda that's being pushed right now, we're at like one of the climaxes of World War III right now. So like it's like hyper fake media propaganda, all kinds of crazy information coming around.
I know. I don't even want to bring it up because I don't have it in front of me, and I didn't look into it to see if it was real.
Oh no! But what I was gonna say is like, I feel like it's probably fake, and because it's just the easiest way to destroy someone's credibility. You write a story, and what's he gonna do? There's no pictures of it, is there? You know, you just write the story. What's he gonna do? Say, no, I wasn't even there. Oh, nobody cares if you were there. Associated Press said you were.
Yeah, right.
It just feels like kind of like
one witness. The police say they caught him with 25-man gay orgy, and he was jumping out of the window. He's like, "No, I wasn't." And they go, "I don't know. The police said you were."
Yeah. Like, what did the police? The police saw him jumping out a window, and they went and knocked on the door and said, "Oh, this is a 25. Let me count everyone real quick. 25 people here for a gay orgy," and he's climbing out the window. It's like
the police do tend to count people that are in a house.
Yeah, you're right. Still, and like all the guys say that they're here for. Oh yeah, we're all here for the gay orgy.
Also, yeah, where is this at? The orgy? Oh, it's this Hungarian anti. This is Business Insider. I'm gonna have to. They want me to turn ads on.
Oh, you can't. It's not gonna let you see it.
I guess I will. Or do you have to make an account?
Just open if you get into the screens where it's like, hey, you can't look at our news because you don't do something. Just open it private or incognito.
Really?
Yeah, and then it goes around that. It's kind of annoying.
Known that. Okay. No,
it's kind of annoying to have to
easier
open
than
a private
turning
window.
off my ad block.
Yeah, because your ad block isn't on the private.
A member of the European Parliament representing Hungarian's Prime Minister Viktor Orban Fidesz party has resigned from his position in Brussels after he was caught leaving what reports described as a 25-man orgy. Doesn't say gay. 25-man orgy on Friday. Joseph Sazar, whatever his name is, resigned on Sunday after he admitted to breaching Belgium's strict lockdown rules to attend a sex party, Politico reported on Tuesday. Okay, so he admitted to it. Says
he said sex. Well, so what's the problem here? That he broke quarantine?
Yeah,
or that he was at because the real kicker that they're trying to push is that it was a 25-man gay orgy.
In that he was anti-gay.
Yeah, but obviously he's not. If he was there,
isn't it such a weird thing? They always do this. They go they always make it seem like it's an insult to people who are anti. If you're against homosexuality, you probably are homosexual. And it's like, okay,
yeah.
Then,
so it's like
you don't like homosexuals.
Yeah, if there's nothing wrong with being gay, then what's the issue here? That he spoke out against it. Well, I don't know that he spoke out against it. Or what did he say? Was it like this? Is it like if Donald Trump was caught leaving a gay orgy? Because we know he's not a homophobe. You know?
Right.
It's like,
well. It's it's a weird thing. It's like that they're anti-gay because people hate people who are anti-gay. But it's like, what if you're anti-gay and you're secretly gay? Well, shouldn't you be supportive of that person, but you want them to come out?
A long time ago, that was happening a lot. Where like the gay politicians,
a pastor or
they
something.
they were like hiding it and then getting caught in like with their boyfriend, and that was a huge scandal. Because they're, oh my God, they have a gay boyfriend. Or, I mean...
in a rest stop, like sucking a cock through a peephole.
Yeah, they have perversions or something. But this, it's like... Yeah, we don't even know if he... Like, does he actually not support... Does he actually want, like, homosexuals to burn? Or does he say, no, I don't think gay marriage is necessary. Because marriage isn't necessary. You know, it's like you never know what exactly he's saying that they're twisting. But I know that
you would think that they would say it right. They would say in the article, if he's anti-gay,
they would say like what he said. Yeah.
I'll try to skim through it real quick. 25 men, blah 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 blah.
The guy who wrote the news article asked him out on a date, and he said no. So that's where he got it from. Like he said, he wasn't. You know, he hates gay people. He wouldn't go on a date with me.
Okay, so they're finding him with drugs. Passenger reported. How much do I have to read? You need to have a person that just does this.
A what?
Say didn't have his ID on him. Just someone who reads. All right, so I just skimming through the article. I don't see anything that, to me, just being a reader who doesn't know who the fuck this guy is, I don't see anything that actually says that he was anti-gay besides the title of the article.
Yeah, but I also know Hungary and like Poland. You know how there's like the populist movement with like Trump, how he's like going against the China New World Order thing.
Yeah.
So America under Trump and then Hungary and Poland are both currently not taken over yet by the Chinese communist money.
So the people going against the
there's
Chinese in those areas are probably going to be framed as anti-gay.
Yeah,
or something.
it's like it's propaganda because that's what they're doing in America. Trump's gay or Trump hates gays. Like, okay, he held a pride flag up before he was even elected. No one's ever been brave enough to do that, because they're all like,
yeah,
oh no,
upside down.
Because it said LGBT on it. But it's like, I don't know. It's like people act like other people, like Obama was never even photographed with a pride flag, but Trump is a homophobe, even though he held one up. And, it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all know.
It's all fake
people
politics.
People have got to all know that. I just
It's
never understand.
numbers.
I talk to people that say, like, yeah, Trump's a homophobe. I'm like, what did he actually do that was homophobe? I thought that was, like, the one thing that he for sure wasn't.
They claim that because he took, he made it so trans people can't join the military. But that's not, right. I mean, like, if you had surgery, you can't join the military. That's legitimately a rule because you're not fit to be in the military if you had surgery. They want perfect soldiers.
Yeah, so it was specifically post-op trans. Then I would imagine that.
I mean, unless I'm confused, and it was actually guys who what's
identify
the word? Guys who identify as women, totally fit dudes, perfect for the military, but they identify as women, so they're like, nope, you can't join.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up. I can understand some
I don't think
argument
that
there.
happens. I don't think that's it though.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, same with
now. You're still convinced that Trump is going to somehow win.
Oh yeah, because they're like of everything that's going on right now.
It seems like they're just losing. They're losing all these court cases.
They haven't reported this, but I think it was Pompeo went to the Governors Association meeting earlier this year, and he did a speech about how China has been infiltrating our governors and our politicians and our judges, and they've been like kind of paying them off or getting dirt on them and blackmailing them. So right now,
that's what I heard whenever I saw that Hunter Biden sex tape. That's what the people on the screen were saying.
Oh, really? Yeah. So right now, the government is like infiltrated by China because China realized World War III doesn't need to be shooting missiles and shit at each other. World War III can be us sending, buying politicians in America and having them change the laws so that they fit better with what we want. You know?
It's just blackmailing people or else showing them pictures of them sleeping with underage children. But also getting gay shit.
But also getting politicians to destroy America, like with the shutdowns that are obviously Gavin Newsom knows there's no danger. He's going to restaurants during his shutdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all these people are getting caught. Pelosi was caught going to a salon with no mask because they all know that the mask isn't necessary and that COVID is just the flu. It's literally the common cold virus.
I don't know, man. I think that there could be another layer that you have if you have the ability and you get people around you tested. I think they also can just be just as lazy as anyone else without being like super in the know.
Wait, what do you mean? Like the politicians who are just breaking the rules?
Yeah, I think some of them can just be just as like overlooking and whatever as anyone else.
No, because like hydroxychloroquine, there are doctors who have testified to the Senate committees that said one video specifically where this doctor, can't remember his name, like Mick Kalu or something, said that at some point 2 fraudulent papers were published in 2 well-known journals this year, saying that hydroxychloroquine causes heart attacks and heart damage and shit like that. And after 2 weeks, they were pulled from the journals for being fraudulent. But in that 2-week period, the media went crazy with it. Hydroxychloroquine is no good. Like there's some agenda. And like the doctor even says in this video, he's like I don't like this has me really worried because this is evil. This is straight up evil. During COVID pandemic, someone fraudulently published information saying that the cheapest drug that's been around for 60 years is so safe, pregnant women can take it, is causing heart damage. Like for some reason, someone didn't want this to be cured easily.
The politics in science as well, who knows how much a part that plays where, I mean, even all the bullshit, I'm not sure if you guys talked about it on the episode that I wasn't on, but just the sheer tomfoolery that had to have gone into, we were talking about after the election, COVID's going to quote unquote disappear or go away or whatever we talked about. No, the vaccine is announced with a 95% effective rate, at the time, the fucking day after or the weekend after.
Not even that.
Fuck off.
Pfizer talked to Biden's administration group or whatever, his campaign, before announcing it. Like they told him they were going to announce it.
Yeah, and also it's like, how the fuck do you get that far before you realize they should have kept everyone up to date.
So another thing with this, not to cut you off, but about this vaccine. So it's really suspicious that they didn't want the very safe drug hydroxychloroquine used to stop it. So I mean, like everyone knows that big pharma is corrupt and that they don't want to cure you; they want to keep you coming back. You know. They don't want to. They don't want to cure your cancer.
Yeah, but I mean, this is kind of an anomaly of a situation.
Well, no, so when COVID first started, Chinese people were videos coming out of them dropping to the ground, dying, being thrown in the back of trucks. Like it was insane, right?
I remember. Yeah,
and then it comes over here, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's coming!" And then nothing happens. You know, like they're like, "Oh, 250,000 are dead." Oh, yeah, okay, but those are the same number of people that would have died from the cold. Because the cold can kill people with kidney failure. If you have kidney failure, the common cold is going to kill you. Liver failure, it'll kill you. Heart disease, it'll kill you.
Even then, the communicability rates and the death per how many people supposedly had it, even if you're trying to factor in every death, COVID was still way higher or faster killing than the flu.
No, it wasn't. I mean, at first it might have even been killing people because the tubes down their throat, they were destroying their lung capacities. So that was a big part of it. I know that was a big part of it. And then they realized that's a bad idea. I think, what happened was China put out this propaganda panic campaign about a virus that supposedly they had, but where'd it go after they were done scaring at the world? It just kind of disappeared.
That's a real red pill I never thought about. Like, I mean, I know China's been fucking around and doing some crazy shit, but I have been thinking about that because I remember back in like January watching those videos where
it was like
they're disinfecting everything in the streets. Yeah, they're boarding up the windows and they wanted to make this talk of what the fuck's going on in China.
Scared the shit out of me.
Something crazy going on there that's about to get released on the world, and then it does get released, and then people are dying, and they are dying very fast. They're not dying as fast as they would if it was just a common flu. I mean, they are dying. They're dying quicker. But if you have to say, if you want to make the conspiracy that all of them around the entire world, all doctors are misdiagnosing everything with COVID, yet that's a world conspiracy.
Well, yeah, that's what this doctor was saying. Because doctors aren't intelligent. Doctors are mimics. They're told what to say, and then they say it. Like 95% of humans don't actually discover new things, you know? Like, it's very rare that like a doctor will be at the top of his, whatever. So all these doctors
but some of it does have to make sense. But where you can apply, it can be applied logic.
If the media nonstop says that COVID is the bubonic plague and we're all going to die, a lot of doctors are going to hear that and say, yeah, that sounds true then, If the media is saying it and all these other doctors are saying it, it must be true. And they don't realize that all the other doctors are just agreeing also. But then
wow, that all doctors around the entire world
they're just stupid. They're just stupid. So look, and then you have this Dr. McCullough or whatever who goes to the U.S. Senate and testifies that 2 fraudulent papers were published with a very malicious intent because it was during the pandemic, stopping like India uses hydroxychloroquine and they're fine. All the countries that were like, no, we're going to use this, they're fine. But then here it's like, like if you have liver damage and you catch the coronavirus common cold, hydroxychloroquine can stop you from dying.
India has the second most deaths of any country in the world.
Yeah, the highest population. Isn't it weird that China had the deadliest COVID that we've seen and the biggest population, and they're fine. But also keep in mind...
You want to do the math for everyone real quick so we can really give
like
you...
1 billion?
Present to you exactly what percentage of the entire world's population has died of COVID. So what's the world population right now?
I don't know, like 7.5 billion maybe. But that doesn't matter because the numbers are all messed up. When someone dies of liver failure, you call it a COVID death.
Before you even say all the numbers are messed up, let's just give what they're saying the numbers are, so we have a reference. So
Okay.
if I'm just looking up what the total deaths of coronavirus disease, COVID-19 specifically, in the world is 1.54 million. So I'll put in 154 or 1,540,000, and we'll divide that by the world population, which is 7,594,000,000 people. So we'll divide that by 7,594,000,000, and that equals a number that, when corrected, would equal 0.02% of the world's population died of COVID, the world's deadliest disease.
Wait, what percent?
0.02. And that's not adjusted for, unless I'm fucking retarded, which it's very possible I am. But I was just getting a percentage of deaths compared to the total population of the world would be 0.02%. And then
But even then, it's-
zero, that's what's really low. Right?
Yeah. But even then, it's like that's even, you know, higher than it really is. You know, if you look at all of the deaths by year, 2020 is no more than any other year has been. It's like at the same rate of increase with population. It's all fake. Like, no, this is all fake. And like every doctor that comes out, like doctors have come out and said, this is ridiculous. Why are we banning hydroxychloroquine? And then they're like, what is it?
Didn't you just say that doctors were stupid?
No, I'm saying, but some humans are critical thinkers. Some are followers.
Well, couldn't also those people just be lying?
No, they're not.
Just
'Cause
like
no,
all
no.
the other doctors.
No,
the
because
majority of
it's
doctors
true. Hydroxychloroquine has been given to pregnant women. And it's been around for 60 years. There's no patent on it because it's been around so long, and that's part of the problem. How do you make money when the cure for the pandemic is free? Anyone can make the pills. It's like, you know, that's why they had to get rid of it, which is crazy that they actually were able. It's like getting rid of Tylenol because Tylenol cures COVID. It's insane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but still, you're.
Go ahead.
I mean, the thing about the over politicization of it all is it just gets everyone so fucking confused, and it's like, it's hard to decipher what is true and then what is not.
Even if you look at the data that all these deaths are talking about are the elderly, because the elderly die from the common cold every year.
Right.
It's, you know, it's like their weakened immune systems and stuff. So if the elderly are dying, why are young people closing their businesses down? Why do young people have to stay in? It's kind of weird.
Oh, yeah,
the weirdest thing.
That's all politics.
The weirdest thing is that during a trade war with China, we're being forced to close down all of our businesses in our economy because of a virus pandemic that came from China. Like, that's not suspicious to people?
Yeah,
like,
and our own politicians doing it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
how the fuck does this turn into this doctor supposedly having these videotapes or whatever these reports?
This doctor was just testifying.
about the
It's a video
lies
of
and
him. It's just him testifying.
Yeah, how does
to the
that
Senate.
make Trump win?
Oh, yeah. I don't know how I got into that. I was just talking about COVID, and COVID's bullshit, and it's like part of the weird.
Oh, yeah.
So also this year we've had the biggest economic, like the poor business owners, you know, the wealth transferred all up. Walmart is allowed to be open right now, but Jim's you know, grocery shop isn't. You know,
Right.
It's like Amazon's making shit tons of money. All these giant businesses. What is it? They just said that for movies and stuff, they don't have to follow the lockdowns if you're like a movie star or you're like on vacation somewhere.
I saw a video of a lady. It was just, and I didn't look into it. So really, like, honestly, I could be susceptible to like fake news, like, unless this is true, which I didn't look into it. But it was a video of a lady who was saying how she just went through all these regulations to allow for outdoor seating in her restaurant.
Yeah, I know
like,
that
paid a
one.
lot of money for renovations, and then Gavin Newsom, the governor, I guess,
Yeah.
California,
Or the mayor.
He's
not the mayor, but I'm saying, or her mayor might have been.
or
the
her
one.
mayor, yeah, whoever it was, shut down all outdoor eating.
Yeah.
So then she's like, what the fuck? And then she's walking to her business and she's pointing out that right across the street are huge.
Well, no,
tents.
not even across the street. It's like in her parking lot.
Yeah, it was like it's right there next to her business. There's
like,
all these tents of outdoor eating because there's a movie set,
and they look
that's
just like
all
her
the cast
outdoor
and
eating
crew.
area too, with the tent and everything. Yeah, and
man,
because this
it's
isn't
fucking
real.
crazy.
The Democrats don't follow the rules. They're not worried about this crazy plague, and then they're forcing everyone to destroy their businesses. Like, wake up, Like, there's never a reason to destroy someone's business or to force. There's never a reason to say all Americans aren't allowed to go outside. That's insane.
I mean,
No, think about it. Think about this.
That'll leave, but they have to destroy the
America
businesses
has
first.
the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and all these things, right? So how can you destroy a country that allows its citizens to be armed, allows them to have freedom? You have to scare them into giving up their freedom. That's how they always works.
Scare them into submission.
Yeah,
sure.
and so all these people, like, why are you afraid if the elderly are the ones dying? We should create a system where they can stay home and they can stay safe while everyone else can keep pushing so the economy doesn't fail and the elderly people starve. Like, we're all, you can't just, like, if the ants got scared because there was like there was something outside trying to eat their colony, so they all just stayed inside, they're gonna die. If you just sit there not working, you die. Which is weird because it's like they're saying,
or something
we're gonna
happens, or you
we're
just
gonna, once everyone is completely poor, we're going to give you all a monthly paycheck. And then what?
That's what I was saying. That's what I was going to say is that, I mean, that's the inevitable direction that the world is going to have to lead into, because everyone can't have a job if you haven't.
But the problem
is less and less use for a human to actually physically be working.
Automation is making the poor useless. The elites don't need the poor, the working class, because they can just make robots do the work. So the problem is right now we're at a point, and this is what World War III seems to be about, the elites versus the poor. Like,
yes, comrade.
Yeah, they're trying to make it so that they're creating a new system where we are all like cattle. You're not allowed to own anything. You're not allowed to have anything, but
they've been doing this for years, though.
But the food is given to you for free,
making you. Well, making
and the barn
you
is
as
given to you
reliant
for free.
as possible on the more reliant they can make you on them, and the more things they can take away from you, so you don't have to be reliant on them. Then
like
we're
business
all
owners,
just going to be.
You got to take their business away, or they're going to be independent.
Owners are gone.
You got to get rid of the independence. Make everyone beg you for food, and it's ridiculous. Like, we could just as easily make the new like the Great Reset that they're trying to do to us, where they're on top and we're the servant class. We could easily do a Great Reset where they're all dead and we're all equal. Like, because there is that elite class, that rules the world, like the richest of the rich, and like the people you don't even know about, the people who are ridiculously rich. Yeah,
the Epsteins that come out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, I think Epstein is low on the. I think Epstein's low. I think.
I'm sure he's low.
George Soros is probably up there.
Sure. Yeah.
Or
I'm actually
Mark
trying
Malik
to just
guy.
get in that class.
Oh, but yeah, back to I'm talking about COVID and that weird shit. But talk about with Trump, what's going on. So he's got all these court cases, and the media is like really twisting everything. Like, they're saying he's got like he had like 40 court cases and they were all rejected or something. But that really was after the election, a lot of people who worked the elections saw a lot of fraudulent activity. So on their own, they filed like 40 different cases were filed across the country. Meanwhile, Trump filed 3 or 4, maybe he's on 4 now, but they've only filed 4, and none of them were thrown out. They're just working their way up to the Supreme Court because that's where they have to go. So like the media is reporting that it's all over and President-elect Biden. But,
yeah, for sure.
But another cool thing is
wait, no, hold on, finish that. We're waiting for Trump's own lawsuits as well as all the people's lawsuits to finally make it to the Supreme Court.
All the 40 lawsuits that were thrown out of court were the people's lawsuits because I guess they were by themselves as the only witness. So the judges were like, you didn't bring proof. You can't just be the witness in your case or some shit like that. Right. I don't know. But Trump's also collected all of those people's sworn testimonies, and he's using that as evidence for himself also, though.
Now, when's it supposed to go to court?
On Tuesday, the Supreme Court Justice Alito is meeting over some case. Today, the Supreme Court actually went dark and on their website they're not broadcasting any information to viewers to know like what's going on behind the scenes with their cases and stuff like that. It's all secretive right now, so that's interesting. It says for public safety and health, we're not gonna let you see this information.
That's on the Supreme Court's website right now.
Yeah, supremecourt.gov or something.
Why wouldn't it be?
Are you looking at it?
Yeah.
Was that the right?
This is Supreme Court. Well, I'm seeing. Oh, wait, building closed to public December 6th. At concern for health and safety of the public and Supreme Court employees. This is like what they put on every single website, though. But also, it does say all public lectures and visitor programs.
The Supreme Court building
temporarily suspended.
Will be closed to the public until further notice. Oh yeah, I see
yeah,
what
the
you mean.
public. Yeah, that's just some bullshit. That's like every website saying, our employees are blah blah blah. We can't respond to you as quick as we.
Yeah,
do.
and actually, I don't know if it was there a week ago.
Yeah, it was whatever. It says
But anyway,
it's gonna do it today.
So Trump's trying to get to the Supreme Court because China's actually corrupt. Like this sounds like a crazy conspiracy theory, but no, this is actually how war works. The enemy corrupts from within. This is a real thing that happens, and this is one of the only ways to take down America. So we're actually in the middle of this right now, and that's why I don't think Trump can lose because it's literally another country that's infected our government, to destroy it.
Yeah, but what if they're successful at it?
How could you be successful? You can't.
Well, I mean, because Trump doesn't re-win the election.
Well, then he declares martial law and has anyone who's a traitor and working with China, and if that's the way it's got to be, then that's the way it's got to be.
I don't think that he will ever be able to maintain that power.
What do you mean?
People would say if he's trying to do it and everyone to the public or even to the masses, if the main way that this all looks to them is that he's not giving up his power.
He's got 80 million voters.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Who know
I feel
that
like
the election
would put some weird stop to it.
So here's another thing. Like, I mean, there's tons of evidence, and every time that new evidence comes out, they claim it was debunked instantly. Like,
for sure.
The other day, for the first time ever, they showed the surveillance security video of the State Farm Arena in Detroit or in Georgia, in Atlanta, Georgia, where at 10:30 the election board announced that they were shutting down and stopping counting. But if you watch the security camera, they did kick out all the poll watchers in the media, but 4 people pulled a bunch of ballots out from under a table and started running them through the machine over and over again for 2 hours on video.
I heard of that, and I was watching the video, but I really couldn't make out what I was seeing in the video. It wasn't incredibly obvious.
But out of all of this, the funniest thing to watch is all the Democrats sitting in these hearings. They're like Democrat politicians sitting in these hearings, and you can tell they're freaking out because what they're proving is that Democrat cities don't follow election law, and they cheat and run ballots until they get their winner. Right. If Georgia needed 100,000 more votes for Biden in order for him to win, they sit there and run 100,000 through, and then it's a big intricate scheme, obviously, and
well, if it's true and actually a conspiracy between more than just like the people on a local level doing.
But what's funny is this state senator from Georgia named Elena Parent, after watching the video of them cheating and kicking people out of the arena or of the room, and then illegally counting ballots because you have to have a poll watcher from each party to make sure everything's legit. Right. So when they kicked them out, that was illegal. I guess we can't prove that they were running fraudulent ballots through the machine over and over again, which you can clearly see, but we can't see what the ballots were.
Exactly.
So it's like, circumstantial bullshit. But we do know they kicked out the poll watchers and then started counting.
Yeah, so it's clear that something weird is happening.
Well, no, it's clear that
it's what it is.
No, but it's clear that it's fraud. We know that they were counting ballots through the ballot machine.
Yeah, but you don't know what the intent of what that is. They could have just been doing it very legitimate and said, "Oh shit, we still got a few boxes."
Yeah, but also you could watch
what are we gonna do? Call them all back inside? But we'll just count them.
But when you see everything, like the Dominion employees who came forward as witnesses, all the people who somehow involved saying there was corruption and it was all fraudulent.
I heard Dominion saying that they had nothing to do with voter fraud.
Yeah, they're lying. And the I think it was the Pennsylvania legislature called Dominion for a hearing because they wanted them to testify or like talk to them and tell them what's going on. And they refused, cleared out their offices. No one knows where their office is anymore. It's like, it's all very clear corruption. And
so you think because it's so clear that of this corruption, that what is going to change in the way that the media is reporting, the way that a majority of people who simply just follow what the media says, what's going to change in their minds that's going to cause everyone to say, wait a minute, Joe Biden is no longer the actual president-elect because there was fraud that got him elected? Because
the only possibilities are that either Trump is retarded or Trump is a genius. It's really come down to that. Like either he's a retard right now and like he didn't know, like he was yelling, they're going to cheat, they're going to use counterfeit ballots for like the whole 6 months before the election. And he didn't.
Yeah, but anyone could have guessed that. And then it's like if they got caught, then he was right. And if they didn't, then he was wrong.
No, but like if he was yelling that this whole time because he knew, because that's actually what did happen. Everything he was saying was going to happen. I've seen it. It the data's there. It's all there.
That's
they
just
cheated.
But that's what politicians do. I mean, the
But I'm
left
saying
does this all the time. They say, hey, they're gonna do this, and then if it doesn't come up, they go, we never said that.
No. But they were trying to impeach him. It was. This is literally what a coup is. They were trying to usurp an elected president because they didn't want that president because you know what I mean. They wanted a corrupt president who could help them, or even if he's not corrupt, they wanted a president who was a Democrat or some shit, you know?
Sure.
So, but my point is, this is literally what a coup is. Like, if we saw this happening in another country where the government was trying to impeach their president who was duly elected, you know, and like making up all kinds of crazy shit, which is already proven that Hillary Clinton is the one who made up the Russia hoax. It's already proven. Like,
is that proven?
Yes, it's proven, and they've had Senate hearings talking about what to do about this. Like I can show you a video of senators sitting there saying, so this proves intent that they knew what they were doing.
Hillary Clinton,
yes,
or her campaign.
Well, they said Hillary Clinton in the hearing that I was watching.
Yeah, I guess everyone should look this up. Maybe we should post a link to it.
Yeah, crap. I don't even know how to find it. I would find it in my YouTube history, but I don't know what it's called.
Just fucking forget about it.
No, but you can find it. Just look up a Senate hearing. What is it? Something hurricane. Crossfire hurricane hearing. Crossfire hurricane hearing.
The Rolling Stones.
Well, that was the.
I was born in a crossfire hurricane.
Oh, really? That's where that's from?
Yeah, they stole it from.
I don't know if Obama's administration named it. I think that's what it was. Like Crossfire Hurricane was when they were investigating Trump's campaign and using like FISA warrants illegally and investigating him. True. Yeah, they were doing.
I don't. The name. It's probably an old phrase. Crossfire Hurricane. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, but
all right. Well, this is going to take a while. We're pretty much at the end of this episode.
Oh, but yeah, just let me close up real quick. So, I'm trying to go fast. I know. So we already know all that shit happened. We know that we definitely know there's election meddling. So the point is, either Trump's retarded and he was it's like if I was running like Forrest Gump straight forward and like there's a cliff up ahead of me. There's a cliff, and then I run off the cliff. Like, wait, did he not know there was a cliff up ahead of him? There's no way.
Well, what if he had no other direction but to run forward?
Well, no. Well, that's what I'm saying. So either he's retarded and he ran off the cliff, or he's got a parachute in his back pocket and he's fucking with everyone.
Yeah, but what I was saying, if you have no choice, like everything's moving.
How does he have
direction,
no choice?
There could have been a wall behind you pushing.
Okay, so but in 2018, September 2018, he made an executive order where he becomes God if there's foreign election interference.
What a hell of an order.
Yeah. Basically, it says that because in 2018, Florida was caught cheating, you know? So because of that, it activated this national emergency. So since
trap card.
Since the 2018 election, it's been a national emergency, and he's had the executive powers to create investigations into anyone remotely suspected of being involved. And when the Secretary of State finishes that investigation, the Secretary of Treasury, who used to be the number 2 underneath George Soros, and now he's working for Trump. That dude, the Secretary of Treasury, can empty the bank accounts and intellectual property of everyone involved. Facebook's going to lose everything because Facebook paid $400 million to like the Democrat places to run the election and to rig the election. I don't want to say rig because it's weird.
That's
but
ridiculous
he waited.
because what
So
authority is going to authorize that?
It's illegal to what authority? The president?
Yeah, but you think Facebook's going to go, okay, well, fucking Donald Trump said so. Like, fuck off.
No. The Secretary of Treasury, the United States government the United States government can empty your bank account right now. You know that?
I'm sure they can.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean,
Okay, so then what's the argument?
well, Facebook doesn't have all their money wrapped up. They're
No,
not going to do that. Facebook
their
has
property,
more power.
it's not just that more power than the U.S.
Well,
government.
by maybe
Do they have
I'm
nukes?
sure there's a piece of paper somewhere that says otherwise, but there's no fucking way that
But
anyone's
no.
actually going to see that.
So
through.
Facebook might have money overseas and in tax havens and shit like that, but the headquarters in Silicon Valley will belong to the U.S. government because
all I'm saying is when someone says I have the power to take your $100 billion away from you,
if you commit a crime,
that person with $100 billions of dollars is going to say, "Go ahead and fucking try."
yeah, maybe, but then they won't be allowed to do business in America anymore.
Me in what army?
And that would
what
be
security
just good.
detail?
No, but like this guy, Steve Mnuchin, who used to work for George Soros, is a banker. He knows how the elite hide their money. He knows how it all works. That's my point. This dude was the banker for George Soros. He knows how to steal money or where to find money. You know what I mean? That's why I think it's like interesting.
Seems really
Either Trump is
idealistic to
retarded
think that
and put
things
George
actually work
Soros'
like
banker
that.
as the Secretary of Treasury, or he's a genius and put George Soros' banker as the Secretary of Treasury. You get what I'm saying? It's like there's not really an in between there.
So his retarded move or his genius move look identical.
And right now he's flopping around like a fish out of water who's suffocating, right?
Yeah, he's not looking good.
Yeah, so it just doesn't make sense. Why would he be? It doesn't make sense because we know he definitely won the election. Like I know some people might be like, but the news, Reuters said.
No, we don't definitely know that. You're just saying that you see things that show signs of voter corruption or voter fraud.
No, like you can see that like in the 6 swing states, Biden won by a smidge. Like, oh, okay, that's because once they beat him, they stopped adding more fake ballots because they beat him. You know,
But what if they
you
didn't
never see
add fake ballots?
if they didn't add fake ballots, then when counting stopped,
Trump lost.
When counting stopped on the 3rd that night, it would have been over. That's because it was after that they put their fake ballots in so they could win. We saw the real count. Like Florida counted their mail ballots, no problem that night. Every state counted them, no problem, except for these Democrat cities, you know.
Well, sure,
like Philadelphia,
right. Like, why
Detroit,
did it take Alaska
Atlanta.
so long? It's like, how did Florida get it done?
Yeah, Florida did it in a day because in 2018, Florida got in deep shit.
Sure.
Prosecuted people for election fraud, and nobody's fucking around there anymore.
Well, I'd be very interested
But
to
yeah, that's
see
the point. So it just seems
all
like
these, if the election fraud, accusations or this evidence can actually be seen and determined on. Like that'd be fucking
there's more to it.
incredibly blackpilling.
There's all that evidence, but also all the evidence and witnesses were shown to the legislatures in the states, and the U.S. Constitution says that the state legislature has the final say on who the state elects as president, because this is like the final safety in case. Like imagine we have very rigged elections. The state legislature is closest to the people, you know, because there's like they're all from the same state. You know what I mean? Like it's the smallest political position you can hold, kind of. It's like a House member. Uh-huh. But anyway, yeah, so the states are allowed to choose who they want. And right now, all the states saw all the evidence, and they're all convening right now to uncertify the elections. And they have that right and that power. They're the ultimate authority. They're like the Supreme Court of the elections in their states. The Constitution says they have final say, because if someone is corrupt and cheats an election, You have to safeguard against that. So you need a shit ton of people, 100, 200 people that all, like if they agree that there's foul play, then they can not certify, because you don't want a president who cheated the election. That's not going to be a fun ride, if they're cheating the election.
But wouldn't it kind of just every single thing we've known about our voting system would be completely wiped out?
Yeah,
and our
yeah.
democracy would just be a complete fraud.
Why does money have serial numbers but my ballot doesn't? Why is my money printed on anti-counterfeit paper but my ballot isn't?
Oh yeah, no,
like,
we do have a really fucked up system.
Yeah, why is it like?
Well, what about this? Can I make another bet? Just this one will kind of help me cover my costs, since I may lose $100 to Mumkey for betting that Trump would get elected. I want to make a $100 bet with you that Biden will get inaugurated.
Why? $100 bet? Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, I'll take that.
All right. So
I
if
mean,
Biden gets inaugurated
on the 20th, or can it just be like once Biden's in prison, or once Biden is like conceded, then that counts too?
Sure, then I lose.
Yeah, like that counts. I'm saying, like if he concedes.
Yeah,
that's the same
you
as
don't have
not
to say
winning
anything.
on the 20th.
If he gets sworn in, you lose and I win.
Okay.
And if that doesn't happen, then I lose and you.
But I
win.
mean, I guess I just mean, if he concedes, do I still wait till the 20th? To be sure that they he conceded,
just in case, yeah.
But he still doesn't get in there, because you never.
I should wait until
know.
something happens. So it might be a longer bet because that would create a lot bigger issues, and I'm sure they would.
He concedes
just swear
and
Trump in at that point.
He gets in a car accident, ends up in a coma, but then suddenly on the 20th he's better and he gets there just in time.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if that would happen.